Yeah, there were many challenges. Probably the biggest challenge was persuading the doctors and the drug company to let me have access. And at one point, I'd gotten the doctors on board, and they put me in touch with patients. And so I was talking to all these patients and following their progress and trying to understand, what it was like to recover and have this kind of miraculous recovery, which you think is like unqualified greatness, but it's also sort of disconcerting, and you think you're going to die, and then suddenly you're alive, and you don't know for how much longer. And so, and then at one point, the company who sponsored the trial, who invented the drug, said, we can't have this journalist around. We don't want her. We don't want this could compromise us with the FDA. We can't risk it. And so I was supposed to be just cut off. But fortunately, by then I had enough kind of sources among the doctors and the patients to continue writing the story. The other major challenge was that I knew nothing about cancer biology. So it was really just asking doctors and researchers, scientists, to please explain to me, what is cancer, how does it work, how do these drugs work, and it just, I have literally hundreds of emails with back and forth with this one who was running the trial, Keith Flaherty, and others as well. I needed to, expand, I couldn't take up all of his time, so it was a process of education for myself, which I think, you could say, well, wouldn't it have been better to have someone who knew something about this subject, write about it, but I think that ended up being good for the reader too, because I had to explain it in the most basic terms, and I had to understand it in the most basic terms, because they didn't